In the Oxbow incident, two drifters join a posse that has been formed by the local townsfolk to trace the killers of a local farmer who also had his cattle stolen. Out for blood and armed with a spirit of vengeance, or in some cases, simply wanting to enjoy a fun night out, the posse soon find the suspects, a Mexican, a white guy, and an old white man, and very quickly deliberate as to whether to lynch the trio. This is a really good movie, which manages to juggle multiple well-defined characters in spite of such a large number of them and such a short runtime. It feels like something of a precursor to the classic 12 Angry Men, where a jury discusses whether a defendant was guilty or not, which interestingly also had Henry Fonda as the main lead. It's a fascinating study of corrupt leadership and mob rule, with a story and themes that are pretty universal. The main dilemma of the film is of course very interesting. It's what the entire movie is centered around, and this mob mentality, itchy trigger finger kangaroo court that is present in the film is equally sad, infuriating and terrifying. The supporting characters are remarkably interesting, such as the relationship between the macho Gerard Tetley and his meek son, or the black preacher whose brother was previously lynched, and as such this mission has more poignancy for him than it does for others. It's a very thought-provoking film, one that is a kickstarter for discussions on character morals, decision-making and ethics. It also feels at times a lot more of a film noir than it does a western. Due to a decision by the studio, the budget was cut, which forced the filmmakers to shoot the movie low budget. Maybe this is one of the reasons why the film has dark, shadowy cinematography and has such a large cast cramped together in so many scenes, because they didn't film it on location. They were forced to shoot it in a studio because of obviously the lack of budget. Either way, the gallery of somber and grotesque characters adds weight to this sentiment, and The Oxbow Incident is a film that is riveting and tense. It's a landmark Western film, one that does away with the atypical action associated with the genre and instead focusing on dark characterization, opening up the genre to be more than just a backdrop for shootouts and horse chases. I give it an 8 out of 10.